22, NCAA Baseball 22 Oregon State Franchise Mode.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Beavers and the Aggies. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, a guy that's been having a huge impact for this team all year, Willie Mays. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation.
Just about ready to go on the hill and coming off a great start, Lance Lynn.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
So just about set. Here's a speed threat, Luis Aparicio.
Leading off for the Beavers, the shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
And a pitch. Got one out to right. And there's one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Minnie Minoso takes a ball here as he stands in now. And the 1-0. Fouled off. He was late.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 2. One down, base is empty. That's to third. Molitor handles to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Righty delivers, and now it's even up.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
The wind of the pitch. Here's a high chopper. Molitor picks it up, throws to first. That's the third out. We're midway in inning number 1. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Bottom of the first. Our starter in this one, Carlos Martinez. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. The batter will be the shortstop, Robin Ncaa.
Shortstop, Robin.
The pitch. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Strike on the inside corner. And a pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner, and that's ball 3. And the right-hander deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
Now here is Eddie Murray. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. And it's even up. The pitch. Good eye right there. That's in there. And the count is 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. Two now. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Stepping in, Paul Molitor. In there, and it's 0-1. Martinez, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep. And that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. Squibbed out front of the plate. And it gets by him. Oh, behind the back. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Stanton now. Big time power. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Tag, save. Ramos throw too late.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And now the 0-1. There's a strike.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty. And that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
Swings and misses. That's the inning. We head to the second from PNC Park. No score. Top of the second, and here is Gary Sheffield.
Leading off for Oregon, the right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
Lynn back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Next offering misses down and away.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success. Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
Stays alive. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Manny Machado swings through one there. Next offering is in for a strike. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one's back there. Reaches over the fence and steals the homer.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
Now it's Franmil Reyes. That one's in there, 0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And down on strikes. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. Adios, pelota. Bryce Harper goes deep. His 18th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Willie Mays.
Batting six.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
First offering way inside, almost got him.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Kicks and deals. And another ball.
Okay, from here, he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the fact that his team is now down by a run.
And the righty deals. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Righty to the plate. And now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. In there for strike one. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's two down. Gene Segura at the plate here.
The second baseman, Gene Segura.
First offering, and it just misses. Ball one, no strikes to Segura. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. That misses the zone. 2-1. And that's a strike. Right-hander kick steals. Popped up. Bagwell makes the catch, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
For the Beavers, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
The wind and the pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And here it comes. That clips the corner. The wind to kick the pitch. Foul ball there.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one fouled off. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Here's Byron Buxton, and it's fouled away. And he deals. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there are 2 outs.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 41, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher to hit, Wilson Ramos. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a foul ball. Ball to strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one is lifted in the air. Stanton is there and puts the squeeze on that. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at the ballpark, set for the bottom of the 3rd, digging in, Yohel Pozo.
The catcher, Yohel Pozo.
Martinez back to work. That misses. Ball 1. And downstairs.
2 balls, no strike.
The wind of the pitch. That's off the mark. And now 3-0. Kicks and fires. And there's ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
For the Aggies,
So the lineup
the
flips
shortstop,
over. Next to hit, Ncaa. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And that's in there for strike 1. Righty delivers. That one misses. And that is ball 1. And that's outside. Pozo aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. The other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the batter now, Eddie Murray. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
That's a ball.
First pitch just misses. No outs, runners at first and second. Fought off foul.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Next pitch is popped up.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul.
Paul Molitor digs in now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Soft contact in the air. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. 3 innings complete. The Aggies on top 1-0. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Luis Aparicio.
Luis Aparicio.
The pitch. And misses inside. Luis Aparicio was a trendsetter in one major way. He was the first Venezuelan player inducted into the Hall of Fame. And that one fouled off. Line drive, and that one gets down, fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now the number 2 hitter, Minnie Minoso. First pitch, and he just misses.
Little Louie may have been the first player from Venezuela to make it to the Hall, but there'll be plenty more behind him.
Next pitch downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Just missed. Another interesting fact about Aparicio: in his entire 18 years in the big leagues, he never played a single inning at any position other than shortstop. In for a strike, now 3-1. And that's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Jeff Bagwell getting ready to hit. This guy has turned into a beast. Hard liner. Stanton pulls that one down. Runner tags at second to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Murray makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's Manny Machado.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
First offering misses the mark.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And the right-hander deals. That one fouled off, 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. In the air, left field. Minoso makes the catch, and there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Here's Harper now. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch. 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
So 2 down now, and here is Willie Mays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs. And now 2-0. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Three-0 down. And a foul ball. The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pitch. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Franmil Reyes.
The designated hitter, Franmil Reyes.
The pitch. And that one missing low. And a pitch.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Foul ball. The 2-2. Ripped to third and caught.
The batter number 50, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Whips it to first. And the first two set down on the top of the fifth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton, the next to hit. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. Byron Buxton blasts one out, his 11th of the year, and this game is tied. It's tied at 1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Wilson Ramos comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Wilson.
He swings and fouls one off. Oh, and 1 now. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Kicks and deals. And that skips in the dirt. Stays alive. And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
Oh, he's only an out away from getting through the inning, but he just lost control for a brief moment there. It's not the end of the world, but don't let one mistake turn into another. Get your focus back right here.
Aparicio in the box again, takes a strike. Ramos off of first with 2 away. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Turning and looking, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they grab the lead. It's 3-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now the left fielder, Minnie Minoso.
The left fielder, number 9, Minnie.
And the first offering is not close. The pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way.
1 strike.
Bounce to the left side. Gathers and throws to first. Third out, that ends the frame. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at PNC Park, now it's the DH, Rhys Hoskins. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And a 1-1. Swings through that one.
I got to count 1 and 2.
So now 1-2 to Rhys. That one misses. 2-2. The wind of the pitch. That one just misses. Right side, Bagwell gloves it. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the second baseman, Segura.
Here's the second baseman, Gene Segura. First offering misses the mark. Right-hander kicks, deals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Buxton puts it away. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Yohel Pozo.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Yohel Pozo. This one popped up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6.
Leading off for
And now the first
Oregon,
baseman, Jeff
the first
Bagwell.
baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Here comes the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. And here it comes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
The right fielder, number 10, Gary Sheffield.
Now it's the right fielder, Gary Sheffield. In there, and it's 0-1. And the pitch. That one fouled off. The wide to kick the pitch. Just misses with that one.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And brings it in at the wall.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado up to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just off the outside part of the plate.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. There's the strike.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And the righty deals. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now, Franmil Reyes. First pitch just misses. Kicks and fires. Just a slow ground ball this time. Throw to first is in time. And that is that. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Beavers on top here, 3-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's the shortstop at the plate, Robin Yount.
For Utah, the shortstop, Robin.
And the right-hander back to work.
Yount.
Pitch is in there. Strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Jimmy Nelson up and loosening in the pen. Blyer warming up as well. 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside. And that one lifted in the air center field. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Next to switch hitting first baseman, Eddie Murray. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
And now, Paul Molitor. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. One missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next offering is in for a strike. Man at second. That's down and in. Runner leads away at second. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And now 1 and 2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Got it. And that is the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Beavers leading this one 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Zach Littell. It's his job to keep his team in the game. New inning getting started. Now, Jake Cronenworth.
Leading off for the Beavers, the second baseman, Jake.
And he deals. Swings through that one for strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next pitch is outside. Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, Boog, I know how much you love free stuff, and this offense has to love a free base runner to start this inning, even if it hurts a little bit. We'll see if they can do anything with it.
And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Raleigh Fingers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Cronenworth on at first, nobody out. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Murray puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Wilson Ramos. First offering misses the mark. Right-handed reliever. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
That's a scary one when it's riding up above the letters. Looked to me like he just tried to overthrow the fastball a little bit.
So the batting order turns over. And now Luis Aparicio. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. First pitch, and he just misses.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
And that one hit to first. One out. Runners at first and second. And a pitch. High fly ball out to center field. Mays coming on. Makes a nice running catch. And there's two away.
The left fielder, number 9,
And now here's the speed threat. Outfielder, Minnie Minoso.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
2 on, 2 outs. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes Cronenworth around third. He scores. It's 4-1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So up next, Jeff Bagwell. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. This one high in the air to left center. Mays settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. New pitcher on now, Jimmy Nelson. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Nelson.
Here's Bryce Harper. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
The pitch. That's in there. That's strike one.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this.